Welcome back to Rescue Bots Academy. Yes, I've been away for a while, but I'm finally back with new episodes of Transformers Rescue Bots Academy to review. Well, they might be considered old episodes by now, but they're new to me. Today we're finally taking a look at episode number 35, Tyrannosaurus Wrecked. We begin this episode with Whirl telling the other recruits the exciting news that they're finally getting a brand new teacher, and the recruits all have their guesses as to who it might be.
I hope it's Bumblebee.
It's gotta be Optimus Prime.
Could be my Uncle Ratchet.
Wait, the Ratchet?
Wait, seriously? Ratchet is Medix's uncle? How could he have been holding out this juicy piece of information on us for so long? This plays into my theory from way back when about who the recruits might be related to.
That's important
He's
information.
your uncle?
There's lots of bots in my family. Great Aunt Apex, Grandpa Torque Steer, second cousin Wrench.
Whoa, hold on, Medix. This is almost too much to process here. I haven't watched a Rescue Bots Academy episode in so long, and then they hit me rapid fire with all this deep lore? Okay, so the first name Medix throws out there is Apex, which is actually the name of Titans Returns Optimus Prime's Titan Master, who was basically Haikyuu, Power Master Optimus Prime's Power Master, but now he turns into a head that looks like Orion Pax instead of an engine. And I guess they didn't have the copyright to Haikyuu, so they called him Apex after Apex Bomber, who was another partner of Power Master Optimus Prime, which he would combine with to make an even bigger robot. But Medix calls Apex his great aunt. So Apex is female? Interesting. Now I want to see art of what Great Aunt Apex would look like. Next is Grandpa Torque Steer, which is unique because I don't think we've ever had a Transformer referred to as a grandparent or grandchild before this. There's also never been a Transformer named Torque Steer before that I know of. There are a few simply named Torque, however. There was a blue Autobot truck minicon, a Decepticon from the IDW comics, and another Autobot specifically created as an odd cross-promotion between the Fall of Cybertron video game and Ford. Interestingly, there was also a blue helicopter minicon named Torque Gain, who looked an awful lot like Whirl, and was probably based on G1 Whirl's color scheme. And finally, Medix mentions his second cousin Wrench, who coincidentally was also another blue minicon, this time a dragster. Interesting. I'd love to see Medix's family photo. Well, the recruits go outside and wait for their new teacher, still guessing who it might be.
Windblade. RC?
Oh my god, stop it, Boulder Media. There's too many references. It's too much to handle. I love it. No, seriously, I would pay money to see Windblade and RC in Rescue Bots Academy. I mean, we could use a female instructor or two to help balance out all the boy bots in this show. Just saying.
Yeah.
What? No. It's Grimlock.
Grimlock! You know, one of Bee's best friends. Strong, brave, great bot to have your back. I've got his collector card.
Huh, nice reference back to Wedge's collection of Heroes of Cybertron trading cards. Which now gives me an idea. I've been trying to do one illustration of a Transformer character per day to improve my art skills. I'm starting off easy just doing their heads, but eventually I want to try and build up to full body poses by the end of the year. Maybe next month I should do them in the style of Heroes of Cybertron card art, since they weren't much more than their heads shown on the card art on the show. And I could try and do them in Rescue Bots Academy art style. Man, I hope I'm not making things too hard for myself. But you know what, let me know what you think. And if you have any ideas for what Medix's relatives look like, draw them and tweet them to me on Twitter. Maybe I'll take some inspiration from your drawings for my own, and I might feature them in one of my videos. Anyways, back to the episode.
Are puddles supposed to do that?
Well, everyone's excited to meet Grimlock, but Hoist's fear of all things dinosaurs and Dinobots has him terrified of his new instructor.
You! What do you do if you meet an Insecticon in a dark alley?
So they have Insecticons in this universe too. Poor Wedge, I wonder why he's so scared of dinos. He's so afraid that he ends up skipping the next class.
Stop! Don't get any closer. I have rust rot. Oh no! What's Rust Rot?
Rust Rot? Is that like a fake made-up version of Cosmic Rust? Well, Heatwave calls Hoist's bluff and gets him to go to class.
Like Underbite. That is one mean Choppazoid.
What? Another reference? I may not have watched much of Robots in Disguise, but I do know that Underbite was in the show. And he was a Choppazoid, which is a subspecies of Dinobots. Wow, nice callback.
That Scowl, he was more of a henchbot, like smashing stuff. But what Dinobot doesn't?
And Scowl? He was another Dinobot in RID 2. Well, Hoist finally confesses to his friends that he's scared of Dinobots, and they console him